the Franklins. I'm Tracy.
I'm Patty.
And we made the valiant decision to go ahead and move from Utah to Oklahoma to farm and have a homestead. And so we just wanted to give you a little bit of background in the beginning of our YouTube channel here about us and who we are.
Our journey. This is our journey that we want to share with you guys.
Yeah. So our daughter, one of our daughters, our second oldest, decided that they wanted to have a third kid, and with the cost of living being so great in Utah, they decided that maybe a transition and a move, her and her husband and her two kids, to Oklahoma would be the best situation, where the cost of living was less. They wouldn't have to be working so hard just to make ends meet. Mm-hmm. With both of them working, they wanted to have a third child as well. And so they put their house up for sale and moved in with us over there in Utah.
That was a fun summer.
It was. And then their house sold quickly, and they started planning their move to Oklahoma. Meanwhile, they were pregnant as well, and wound up then this past February 2025, January 2025, they had little Eli was born. So we've got 3 grandkids here in Oklahoma. We have 2 more grandchildren in Texas, transitioned back to Utah for a little bit. Our son's in the Air Force, our son-in-law, and then so they're back in Utah temporarily, and then they'll be coming back out to Texas. And then we've got a 6th one that is going to be born in March of 2026. March
in Utah.
In Utah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the game plan to move to Oklahoma.
The proposition.
The team decision. Okay, proposition. She propositioned me to go ahead and retire from my job after 31 years as a funeral director, and move to Oklahoma where I could build our house.
We also, visiting Oklahoma, noticed, the cost of living in Oklahoma was much cheaper. We could buy land out here in Oklahoma, where in Utah we couldn't buy land.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to afford it.
And with my schedule, with teaching, I was able to travel more, where Tracy, with his schedule, he couldn't. So pulled here. We noticed an opportunity to improve our lifestyle. When we were in Utah, it was mostly we were working just to survive. The cost of living was so high. We had a beautiful house, but we
both had to work. Long hours.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard, just to be able to survive, not thrive.
And eventually we're getting older, so eventually we'd like to both retire. And the way I saw it is Tracy would never be able to retire, and he would not be able to travel as much as I can to come back here to Oklahoma. And visiting Oklahoma, we noticed how beautiful the state is. And I actually love the humidity out here, because I love the warmth. So the idea was to buy property and build a homestead for ourselves and for our family, and this seemed like it was going to be the best
scenario.
Yeah, best opportunity for us. Well, we came back actually last February of 2025 to look around and kind of get an idea of where we'd like to live, and
see some property options.
Mm-hmm. And so when I was here by myself, I did some scouting on my own and found some nice areas, but the areas the land I was looking at, it wasn't quite what we wanted, because we had a dream. Yeah.
It wasn't just a raw piece of land that we wanted. We wanted land that had some character, maybe some trees on the land. A nice pond would be great. Mm-hmm. And as we were looking around, there's lots of pond areas on different pieces of property, so that would have been nice. And so in February we were looking around, and we visited quite a few pieces of property. We drove everywhere.
Yeah.
But it didn't really make sense at that point back in February when we were here, because
I hadn't been offered a job yet, so we didn't know quite where I was going to work.
When Patty came out here, she was able to enlist with a realtor, and
Mallory Lyons.
Mallory Lyons. She's been great.
Yeah.
Patty will put a link to her
Information.
at the end of the video here.
Mallory sent me a link to some land in this little town called Amber.
Yeah.
It's like 400 and some odd-
462
Yeah. So it'll be
residents.
460.
464
So
residents. Small town.
cute
yeah.
little town, and so she sent that to me, and I took a drive over there and fell in love with it.
Started sending me some pictures, some video clips. It had a nice little pasture, kind of cleared off area in the front, which had some thick grass, some brush that would needed to be cut down.
You will see.
Yeah, you'll see shortly. And then there was like a forest area around a pond, and the forest area was so thick.
It's thick. Could not get through.
You couldn't get through it. You couldn't walk to the other side. You know, it went from one side of the property to the other side, and so it was impenetrable. And then on the back side, there was another kind of field area that was open
It's beautiful.
and didn't really have a lot of grass back there, but it was a perfect spot, kind of set up on the hill to put a house. And so that kind of was our game plan that we wanted and that we were hoping for, that we could get.
Yeah, because Tracy wants to become a farmer,
Yep, I want to be a farmer,
and
a homesteader,
he's got some plans on some different types of
homes, which we'll talk in our next video,
and the animals that we want to.
the animals that we want to have on the farm.
Yeah. How many acres do we have?
So the property was advertised at 2.55 acres, which is perfect. That's great. It's over 2 acres. We're hoping for somewhere between 2 and 5 acres. But this is our dream, and thanks for joining us along this journey.
Well, did you tell him how many acres it ended up being?
Oh, do you want me to give that away now?
Oh, no. We'll wait. We'll wait for next time.
Next time.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us. And
Thanks
we're
for joining us. Yeah.
Yeah, excited for you to see this journey with us.
And they moved out here to Utah,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
We will edit that out. So
Okay.
re-say that one.
Okay.
That will be the.
They
that
moved.
will be the,
Cut.
Mama's turn, trying the weed whacker with the brush cutter heads on it.